Premier is here to help keep you warm during these cold winter days. Call Premier Heating and Air today and get your heat system checkup for just $49. Premier Heating and Air is also offering a free whole home air purifier and up to $1,500 off your new heating and air system purchase. So call today and experience the Premier difference. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com or call 478-300-2633. Premier Heating and Air is a locally owned and operated company. Certain restrictions apply. Specials can't be combined with other offers. This offer ends 1/31/25.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate with Audrey and her family. It's always a special occasion when one of our student athletes takes their academic and their athletic talents to the next level. So on behalf of West Lawrence High School, the faculty, staff, and administration, congratulations, Audrey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. And it truly is, ladies and gentlemen, a great day to be a Raider. We've got Audrey Lord here to my right, who has signed a soccer scholarship to Truett McConnell. Congratulations to you. Girl, this is exciting.
Yes, it is.
I mean, here, I'm trying to wonder myself, how did you choose between soccer and softball?
Well, it's just one of those things where you just got to go with your heart. Like, I was good at softball and I was good at soccer, but I think I was going to enjoy soccer more in college than I would softball.
And how old were you when you first started playing soccer?
7th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so here it is. You got your lovely parents to our right. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Can you believe this is happening?
I can't. It's an absolute blessing.
Golly. Now, are you an athlete yourself?
No. No.
We've got
This one's that's the athlete.
We've got our dad, Clint, to our far right. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
What does today feel like for you?
It's mixed emotions, joy, and just grateful for the opportunity that the Lord has for.
For sure. So this athleticism, she got it earned. She got it from you?
No, I'm not that great either.
Okay. Okay.
He's humble.
You two are very humble here. You know, this is really a big deal. We often talk about this. There's so many young athletes that are watching this program today, and also the ones that are sitting in the audience who have had dreams and aspirations of actually continuing playing or pursuing a sport collegiately. And now here it is, Audrey, you're doing just that.
Yes, ma'am.
Give us a little backdrop, a little history about you as an athlete growing up.
Well, growing up, I mainly just played softball. So it was always softball.
Yeah.
Well, middle school, I decided I was just going to try out for soccer and see how it goes. I never played before, and I was like, I don't think I want to play in the field. So all that running, I don't do running.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to try goalie. So I tried goalie out. I wasn't that great at it my 7th grade year, but then I just started developing, and it just kind of came natural. Because you have to have all the aspects you need for goalie and softball, so it just went hand in hand with it.
Here you go. Now, Mom, talk to us about this journey for you being that soccer mom.
I'll be honest with you. I was softball. I enjoyed watching that so much. But when she started playing soccer, and I just heard a lot of people comment on how well she did in the goal, and and she just seemed to be at ease in the goal. It just flowed for her, and so I'm just very happy and supportive of her doing that.
So, Dad, in this big decision that you had to make, truly, because any athlete who's been playing a sport for any length of time, it is a big decision when you decide to continue that collegiately. And so here it is. Talk about the process of your baby girl here and you all making the decision for her to pursue this collegiately and what that entailed.
Yes. My wife and I, we've always supported Audrey in whatever decision, and whether it be athletic or what she wanted to do, we'd always just support her in that. We never tried to push her to decide one way or the other. And apart from that, her mother and I, through much prayer, have just basically given her to the Lord and trust Him for her direction.
And in doing so, it's bittersweet, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. It's grand. I do. I mean, I
This is-
rejoice, and I'm just grateful.
Talk to us about these two and the influence they've had on your life and what they truly mean to you.
Well, Mama really, she loves the sport just as much as I do, and she wants to. They both want to see me succeed, like in anything I do. So they really push me to be the best player I can be.
And outside of playing with the school, did you play travel? Tell us about that.
I played travel soccer my first time this year.
How was
It
that?
was pretty fun. We had to travel a lot and stuff, but it
Parent,
was fun.
does it, I often say when you are truly wholeheartedly supporting your child in sports and activities, it requires a lot of sacrifice.
Absolutely.
It requires a lot of time away. It requires a lot of resources. How have you made this journey a family affair?
Well, you definitely have to put some things aside, and sometimes the laundry goes.
Oh, yeah.
When you've got to spend a Saturday up in a North Georgia somewhere watching her play, and we just we make it fun. If we're in another town, we go visit. A restaurant we haven't been to, or we'll go, to a market or somewhere. We try to make it an enjoyable event.
For sure. Now, soccer dad, talk to us about the relationship you have with this one right here and what makes it so special.
Just encouraging her, and through the ups and downs, wins and losses. There's much more than, to life than wins and losses, and just encouraging her at all times.
Yeah. And to find that balance of wins and losses. Now, you're a little state champion here, so you like to win.
I do.
You like to win. And, and athletes who like to win, who are used to winning, they have to really develop a thick skin when it comes to when you do lose or when you're not at the top of your game. How do you handle things like that? Is it easy for you or,
I would say it makes me just want to win that much more when we lose.
Yeah.
And so, I just try to put, my all out into the game that I have
Yeah.
to help us win.
So you give it all you got.
That's how I do it.
And so here it is, you're going to Truett McConnell.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you guys went to visit the school, what did you think of it?
It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. I love the mountains. That's, one of my favorite things.
How long was the drive?
About 3 hours.
Now, are you used to staying away? You've lived away from home? Have you studied abroad or anything like that? Oh.
I go to church camp for a week.
Oh, my Lord. So this is going to be a big transition.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Are you ready?
A little. Not really.
Are y'all ready? Oh,
We'll get there. We're getting there.
it's a process,
It's
isn't
a
it?
process, yes.
And for you, this is a big step for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Going off to college, your senior year, of course, making the most of this senior year, enjoying and savoring every moment of it. All these young ladies out here that you're used to playing with, you've been playing with for years, it's like all those things are coming to an end, so to speak.
It is.
How do you process that, and how are you making this senior year the best it's ever been?
Well, just to think about it being my last year, it's sad because this is all I've ever known, and moving on is going to be hard. But to make it my best, I'm just trying to have all the fun I can with my friends, hang out with them for as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want this season to be a good season for us in soccer, too.
For sure. For sure. And, speaking of family, you've got your parents here, but you've got grandparents out there. You've got aunts out there. You've got your sisters out there. How big a part does this village play in you being the success that you are?
Oh, they are always there at games to encourage me and cheer me on. And anytime I accomplish anything, they're always right there with me.
And, ladies and gentlemen, just on a side note, when you talk about someone's village, you talk about someone's family and people who are not necessarily blood but still family. You've got them out here that have been in the stands, that have supported you, have gotten on the road with you. What do you want to say to them?
I just want to thank everyone who would sit out in the rain for me. Hallie and Jaylee.
We'll talk to them in just a few, won't we?
And just everyone else who would come and watch and support me.
For sure. Mom, Dad, what last words, what kind of words of wisdom do you want to give to this young lady right here? Because it's easy when she's right there in that house. But we all know that it's going to come a time when she does have to leave. And, you know, as a parent, I like to be right there.
Yeah.
I like to, if my child or children need me, I like to be right there. That one right there knows that. And so what do you want to say to her? Any words of wisdom or advice you'd like to give her for this next chapter in her life? Mom?
You're ready. You know, Audrey has always been our most independent child. I've never had to stay behind her to get her coursework done, homework, anything, projects. She's always a step ahead, you know, when an assignment comes up. She's, you know, a very dependable person and very compassionate, you know, towards others. So I know she is continuing to emerge into the young lady that God has called her to be. And, you know, my whole hope and my trust is in Him and what He has for her life. And I know no matter what, she's going to be fine.
For sure.
She's ready.
She's ready. Dad, as you're listening to your wife, and of course everything that you've taught this young lady, like right here in the foundation, what would you like to add to that?
Yeah, and kind of just piggybacking what my wife said. What I'm telling her is nothing new. We love you. We'll always love you, and ground yourself in God's word. Grow in the grace and knowledge of the Lord, and ground yourself in His word.
Yep.
And that advice goes for me as well,
For sure.
not just her.
That goes for everybody in this
Everybody.
room, doesn't it?
Amen.
Anything else you'd like to share with your parents?
I love y'all.
Love you.
Thank you both. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Clint, for lending this young lady to us. You know, I think that is, you know, you have to be very unselfish when you have someone that is, you know, has such a group of people behind her and behind them. Thank you for sharing her with us, and thank you for all that you've done to instill within her life the positive things that will, you know, that she'll always have with her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Michelle and Clint Lord.
Hi, I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction.
And I'm Chandler Gerard.
Here at A+ Flooring and Construction, we believe if you can dream it, that we can build it. We can do anything from new construction builds, to roofs, to floor covering, garage doors,
Grading and site work. Please give us a call at 478-676-2662. Thank you.
Well, trucking is a 7 days a week, 24 hours a day operation. So there's a tremendous need for the logistics field, for drivers and mechanics to work on. Fred had a desire to be a mechanic. We encouraged him to seek some additional training that's offered through OFTC, which he did. What he learned at OFTC has just taken his job and his performance to another level.
This right here is the picture of girl power, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the soccer coaches here and former coach here. Coach Logan May, how are you, darling?
I'm well. How are you, Miss Pat?
Doing great. Good to see you. And Carmen Graham, how are you, Coach?
Good. How are you?
Talk to us a little bit now. We want you all to share about this young lady right here. Now, you girls have seen her progress through the years to be the player that she is now. So, Coach, you want to start us off?
Sure. So I got to meet Audrey her freshman year. She came out. We were actually a little bit on shaky ground. So the year before, I wasn't coaching, but we kind of had a keeper fiasco, is my understanding. They didn't have a keeper, so one of the seniors had to step in and did a phenomenal job, but we were kind of like, okay, who's going to step in and be keeper? And Audrey did full on, gave it her all, and did an incredibly unbelievable thing that I think most people her age couldn't do. Powered through some really tough competition, and ended up getting Keeper of the Year for our whole region her very first year, which is a huge, I think, she set the bar really high.
Right,
and so right out the gate.
So does this surprise you at all today?
Oh, most definitely not.
And I mean, you've done this before yourself too. Remind them a little bit about you, a little history of you, Coach.
I graduated here and I played at Middle Georgia for 3 years under Coach Vinny Gill. So college is a different animal than high school, but again, I think you've proved that with your work ethic, and as your parents have so well said, your faith, and it sounds like you've got some really supportive college coaches who will help guide you along the way. You'll continue to succeed.
For sure, for sure. Coach Graham, share with us, please.
So my story's a little bit different with Audrey. I had the privilege of meeting her last year, her junior year, and I think Logan said it really well when she said that she set the bar up here. She continues to set the bar up there, especially for our region. If you do not know, I told Audrey today. So Audrey won the preseason ranking for 3A. She was the girl to keep eyes on for this season for Keeper of the Year. So.
Look at that. It's a tough crowd here.
So, I mean, as always, we saw great things last year with her winning Keeper of the Year again, especially, I believe it was her freshman year and then junior year as well. So I am looking forward to this season, especially with the great stuff that she has to offer.
Awesome. Keeper of the Year. Honey, you're tearing it up, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us about what it's been like to be coached by these ladies and how they've helped you become a better player and person.
They really push me a lot, even on practices and days I don't want to be there. They always make sure to push me, and just so I could be the best person I can be and player. And not only were they great coaches, but they were great mentors as well. If I ever need anything, I can always go to them and count on them for anything.
For sure. And ladies, you know about college life. You know that there are different pressures and different things that come about in college that's a little bit more exaggerated as opposed to high school. What things do you want to make sure that she truly understands about this transition?
I would just emphasize that you need to stay grounded in the Lord, because you're going to step out, and even though you're going to a Christian university, this is the first time in your life where you're really going to have the training wheels off. Your parents won't be there every step of the way. And it's really easy to fall into things that you would have never thought yourself capable of. But I would ground your identity in the Lord, because He's what's going to carry you through, because everything else is going to shift. Your major might change 10 times. You might change roommates. You might, change where you live on campus or off campus. But He's going to stay constant. And if you ground yourself in that, as the rest of the things change, you'll have that assurance.
For sure. Coach Graham.
And don't be too careful, be outgoing. Go out and meet new people. It's great to have friends here, and it's great to come home and spend time with your friends, but meet new people, branch out, see the world for yourself, go on that trip. But make sure you come home and remember where you came from as well. Especially a call home to mama on your walk to class goes a long ways. So be true to yourself and stay who you are.
Wow. And so when you're listening to them, they're speaking from experience. Do you have any kind of apprehensions or things that you're kind of, a little bit concerned about or leery about with transitioning?
I would say the main thing is branching out, but I'll have Elle with me. She'll help me branch out more.
Yes, she will. And so you two are going to be able to be, are you going to be able to be roommates or
No,
just teammates?
I don't think we'll be
Coach said no.
roommates, just teammates.
Oh, from my understanding, we'll talk to your coach in a little bit. From my understanding, he wants you to be able to branch out. And so things that are familiar, they need you to kind of, again, take those training wheels off, but still, branch out. And so what are you excited about or looking forward to at this season?
This season, I'm really excited for the new group we have. They're so good. They're good players. I'm excited just to see what's to come because it's a new region this year. So we really don't know what's to come, really. But I think it will be good this year.
Now, Coach, you all have started tryouts, right?
Yes, ma'am, we
How's that process been? How many girls have you had come out?
So far, we have had 35. We currently have 34. So the process has been great. They've been energetic every day. And even when it does get tough and we are bent over and we are, panting for air, they still go through it and they do it with grace. They're encouraging to their teammates and they're just supportive overall. And Audrey has been a gigantic role model this season in encouraging and making sure everybody's inclusive. I mean, the camaraderie on this team is astounding in itself, and I'm looking forward to that this season.
How many are you planning to have on the roster this year?
Looking to keep it around 30.
Around 30.
Yes,
How many
ma'am.
seniors?
So 5.
Wow,
Five
five seniors. I got it. Now, Coach May, you're not coaching anymore. My Lord, honey, you have transitioned completely. You're a grown woman now, for real. How has that transition been for you? Because, when we talk about transitions, we transition from making the decision to continue playing after high school. And you yourself, you played in college, and then you coached, and then you had to make a decision to hang it all up.
It wasn't easy. The girls can tell you I squalled when I had to tell them. But I think, which I'll keep harping on, it's all I have to say. But I mean, just relying on the Lord, because it wasn't my plan, but it was His, and so He's got other plans. And I'm honestly really excited to watch the game from the sideline and for my back not to hurt because I'm clenching the whole game, so I can actually relax. I probably will still be a bundle of nerves, but it'll be nice to cheer them on from the sidelines.
We're so excited about this year too, for sure. And I wanted to ask you, what were your intentions as far as your major?
I'm thinking of going into exercise science.
So still keeping that sports kind of.
Yes.
Look at you.
I'm thinking about being a physical therapist.
Are you?
Yes.
I have some ailments that still need to be from old sports injury. But here it is, ladies. So what's taking place today, I mean, this is something that's amazing, something that we all embrace, not just but her family and this community. And, you're so used to playing with everybody here, and you're used to your coaches, and you're used to all of this, and you're about to transition soon. So take this year all in stride, okay? Sure. Anything else you'd like to say to these two?
Thank y'all so much for pushing me and giving me the support and encouragement I need.
We love you dearly.
We love you, Audrey.
Ladies, you definitely you set the bar, and you set an example for so many others to follow. Thank you so much. Coach May, thank you. Girlfriend, we miss you, but we know that you're doing great things where you are. Coach Graham, can't wait to see what this year holds for you. And the girls that you have and the coaches you have with you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the former Coach Logan May and Coach Carmen Graham.
At Bank of Dudley, we're your community, your bank. And with 7 branches to serve you, there's a Bank of Dudley close by. And there's a familiar face close by. The same familiar faces that you've seen for many years. The same people that you've grown to trust. Because that's what community banking is all about. 7 branches, local people, local decisions, local banking. That's the Bank of Dudley, serving our community since 1905.
Hi, I'm Liz Green with Fairview Park Hospital. And while we always love to encourage the ladies in our community to get their yearly mammogram during October, the month of pink, we also realize that breast cancer does not discriminate against month, time of year, or who it affects. We are proud to offer a boutique, comfortable experience here at the Breast Center at our outpatient imaging center on Fairview's campus. We're pleased to offer a quiet, private waiting area for those who are here for their yearly mammo, along with a mammo suite that's up to date on the latest technology, 3D mammography. We're also pleased to offer walk-in appointments for those who may not have had the opportunity to schedule an appointment. And you don't need a doctor's referral for a screening mammogram. We hope you'll consider to come have your yearly mammogram with us as we strive to partner with every woman on their healthcare journey. If you're interested in learning more about our breast center or scheduling an appointment, please feel free to call us at 274-3919 or visit us at our website.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here with Audrey Lord, who signed a soccer scholarship to Truett McConnell, and we have had such a fabulous day. Just hearing from her parents and hearing from her coaches about what this young lady has accomplished and how excited they are and we all are for her. We've got the Truett McConnell coach with us, Coach Mac, David McDowell. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you. It's good to be back.
Great to have you again. You have hit the dusty trails to come back down here.
It's worth it, though.
For sure. Yeah. Share with us, Coach, about this young lady. And, this is a special day for all of us. But, of course, making the decision to offer her the scholarship, what you saw in her and what she brings to the table.
Yeah, so Audrey actually reached out to us initially because one of my former players, Megan Taylor, had recommended us to Audrey. So Audrey ended up coming to an ID camp last summer. So we didn't know much about her, and then she came to the camp. We have a goalkeeper coach, so the goalkeeper coach was able to work her out a little bit. And spoke very highly of her. And then whenever I saw her in the scrimmages, I was like, oh, she is a good keeper. And then, the playing part was definitely checked off. But then obviously, as the recruitment process continued in getting to know her as a person, it was very evident that she aligned with everything that we're about, in terms of just being a person of character and obviously faith. You've heard that a lot already today. And that's our heartbeat is we want to be a program that honors and serves Jesus, and so to have somebody like Audrey who fits that mold, it was just a good connection.
For sure. And the connection between a coach and a player is one that truly can last a lifetime, and that's why it's so important. The impact that a coach, being whatever position he or she is in what sport, how important that relationship is. So meeting Coach Mack and finding out about the program and kind of getting things ingrained in you about what really matters. How was that? Talk to us about it from your perspective.
The first time I met Coach Mack, he was very jolly. He was very nice and outgoing.
Santa Claus? You know your mic's on, Coach, right?
Oh, sorry.
But he seemed like a fun coach to have, and I just met him and I was like, yeah, I think I'd want to be coached by him. You do know they're only fun right now, right? Like he's not going to be so jolly once it comes to conditioning, getting ready for the season. This is part of the recruitment process. And and all jokes aside, though, that's true because, it's important that, you're having fun. And our personalities and our attitude has a lot to do with whether you're going to enjoy your, experience. And Truett McConnell being a school that's faith-based, how important was that for you? I would say it was really important to me because I didn't want to get distracted by things, by going to, other colleges and stuff. So I think this college would be really good for me to not be distracted and to focus on my schoolwork and my sport for my future. Coach Mack, what can she expect? What can she expect about how this journey is going to go for her? Because being a freshman coming in, are you dual enrolled? Yes, ma'am. Will you have your associates by the time? I'm not sure. I don't know if I still have to check and see if my credits will transfer over. But still, as a first-year college player, what's that going to be like for her? Yeah, and it's cool to hear as well that a few of her current coaches, past coaches, have had that college experience and can explain what it's like, because it's tough. As her former coach said, it's a different beast because you kind of eat, sleep, play soccer while also balancing everything else, such as studies and social and spiritual aspect. But it's without trying to paint the picture of it not being fun, because it is fun, but it's a lot of work. And we pride ourselves on being a program that emphasizes the work, asking for 1% growth each day. So we're not asking for perfection, we're asking for that 1% growth. But there's a lot of competition, and Audrey plays a position that you can only play goalkeeper. If you're
if you're a striker, maybe you can also play a winger.
Right.
If you're a goalkeeper, you're a goalkeeper. And so, there's going to be some competition for places, but I think Audrey's ceiling is really high. Obviously playing since 7th grade, also balancing that with softball, I think her potential to continue to grow is outstanding. So I'm excited to challenge her and to push her because we do see her as being somebody that can develop into a very strong goalkeeper.
For sure. Now, does your college normally recruit from, internationally? Do you have a lot of international players coming in, or?
We have about a third of our team are international at the moment. And then the majority of them, we're still recruiting on Georgia. Georgia's a great spot for soccer. And then we have a couple of out-of-staters. But then again, like I said, a third of ours is international.
Wow. Girl, you ready for this? You're going to be coming home speaking all different languages. My daughter came home and she's like, oh, I love Brazilian music now. But, just think about this whole experience where most will not get to even experience this. Are you excited for it?
I am excited.
And, you're talking about you got a rigorous schedule. Do you have study hall and curfews?
Yes.
Girl. And are you good with your time management? Your work ethic, how's that? And how are you with procrastinating, and how are you with the schedules?
I think I'm pretty organized, I would say. I get my work done and stuff, so, and on time.
Okay. Do you have much of a social life right now?
Well, right now it's soccer.
For sure.
After school, going down soccer with the team.
This is your life, isn't it? What do you want to ask Coach right here in front of all of us?
I don't know. That is a tough one.
But you know what we're excited about, though, is for your journey. You've got a lot of new things that are going to take place, but we want you to really enjoy this journey. Coach, is there anything else you'd like to add for Audrey?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the main things I'd encourage her with is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Obviously there's the branching out that we talked about earlier and getting to know other people. But I feel like that's where a lot of growth and really the magic happens is when you're outside your comfort zone. And so that's one of the things that we try to challenge the girls with is, don't get stuck with what's just familiar, but be willing to kind of branch out, be uncomfortable and challenge yourself. Because we find that a lot of girls that come, they don't realize that they can achieve something until they've actually been pushed. I was actually meeting with my seniors last week on an individual basis because they're about to go into their next step. And a couple of them talked about the fact that they didn't realize they could do that or do this specific thing until they were at Truett and were pushed. And I think that only happens when you get outside your comfort zone. So that would be my main encouragement.
Yeah. Oh, that's such great advice. And that's what's about to take place for her soon. Coach, thank you for being with us. Thank you for being the man of God that you are, the personality that you have, seeing that faith is your foundation, but also we can tell that you're tough. But that's what they need. And thank you for the advice you've given her about branching out and not being afraid to branch out, because this whole new world that you're about to experience, it's truly going to change your life. And we're glad to be along for the ride. All right. Anything else, Coach?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach David McDowell of Truett McConnell.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got two of her softball buddies with us. How are you doing, Hallie?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. And Jaylee, all hail the queen. How are you?
Good.
All right, we'll start with you to my far right, Miss Nobles. Share with everybody, give us a little history about you, about what you got going on, and what this means for you today to witness your friend signing.
I met Audrey when I was about 5 or 6 through rec ball, softball. And I feel like we instantly like grew from there. I mean, softball has just been like how all of us have connected and grew our friendship. And today, I mean, me and Jaylee, we've supported Audrey all these years, and whatever she chose to pick between, and the decision was soccer, and we're still gonna do that either way. I mean, we love her, and we're excited to see her love for Jesus grow and what she's gonna do up at TMU.
Now, Hallie, you got to tell everybody what you got going on.
I'm committed to Georgia College for softball.
Look at that, girls. Y'all are living the dream, aren't you? All right, Queen Giles, your turn.
Me and Audrey met when we were like 8, but we didn't become friends until like freshman year. We became really close in high school. Got really close. We just clicked when we came to high school. Our positions on the field made us work together, so that also helped us become friends. But like Hallie said, we've always supported her. We've sat through the rain at her soccer games, in the cold. We went to her away games, so I'll still be there supporting her.
Now, what's next on the horizon for you?
Miss Pat, that's a touchy subject right now.
So you're not really sure right now. You got some things going on?
Yeah, I'll probably end up at Georgia College with Hallie.
Wait.
I'm trying to get her to be.
You made that decision.
I'm trying to get her to be
I don't
30
know,
minutes.
Miss Pat. I really don't like the question, to be honest.
Oh, so should I just retract that question?
I'll be supporting Hallie on the softball field
Okay.
and Audrey on the soccer field wherever I go. I will make the drive.
But you yourself, you may be hanging
Ain't got a clue.
Ladies and gentlemen, undecided right here. Talk to us about these two here.
These two have been through it all with me. We really have just grown really close to each other. We're a trio, and we just share so many memories together. They always support me. Like I said earlier, they come and sit in the rain to watch me. Like, I don't know if I did that for them, but
Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. You know, with your relationship, give us about some of the fun things you guys, most memorable moments for you all. That's TV appropriate, grandparent appropriate.
I mean, for the most part, like, I would say softball, like all the bus rides. I mean, the trips at staying in the hotels, like those are all, I feel like, will be keepsake forever for us. We'll always think about. I mean, even like the little stuff like driving in the car, just having our little talks. I mean, it's all something we'll never forget.
Definitely say, like, when me and Audrey, we would go to the tunnel, the hitting cage. We would go like all the time. Like every night, we'd be going to our parents, can we go hit? Can we go hit? Now, our parents knew that we just weren't going to hit. We were going to talk and hang out. And we did get our work done, but we yapped a lot, too.
we yapped more than we worked.
How important is this bond that you girls have had? Because, you know, it goes far beyond you all as being athletes or teammates. This bond is deeper and further. Talk to us about it.
It's definitely going to be one that you keep for the rest of your life. Like, us three, I think we will stay friends forever. And just because of our bond that we have. And we all three want the same thing. Like,
I think it's so amazing getting to see, like, the differences in, like, us. Like, I'm softball. Jaylee's a little sorority girl.
Is she?
Audrey likes soccer. I mean, just the beauty and the differences, but we all support each other at the end of the day.
Isn't that what makes relationships great?
Yeah.
When you are able to be your authentic self with one another, and you don't have to be the same, but you're supporting one another and still pushing one another, you know, still towards, you know, the prize, keeping your eye on the prize. So that's what makes it special. What are you girls going to miss? What are you going to miss about the times you have now?
our hangouts.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss
just seeing them.
Yeah, just catching up.
Yeah, being able to just call them and be like, hey, like, I'm running to town. Do you want to come? Like, we're not going to have that.
So do you see each other almost every day?
Yes.
We see each other every day.
Now that I have soccer, even if I have nothing after soccer, I'll still, like, ask if they want to do something.
Yes.
But, like, during the summer, like, even if we're just running to Walmart, like, hey, do you want to come? Yeah. Like, it's the littlest things. We just pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to come? And we make it the littlest things we make a bigger deal.
For sure.
Because we gotta
Hey,
hang
you
out
wanna
with
go
each
to
other.
Walmart? I've got to go get
Exactly.
some bread. Okay, I'll be around. I'm coming around. And you know, that's special because, you know, with you all transitioning, you know, you're going to have to develop different habits to where you're going to have to meet new people. You're going to have to step outside those comfort zones, and you're not going to be able to see each other as much, you know, and so making those transitions. And so I think that this relationship, or the relationships you all have built, has been very foundational. Now it's time for you to give some words of wisdom. You know, of course, you girls, you play hard on the field, you work hard in the classroom, and now what words of advice would you like to give to one another and to give to this one here?
Just stay focused. Stay focused on soccer, your studies, your relationship with the Lord. Just stay focused. Audrey?
I would say just keep your priorities in check. I mean, God first always, and then wake up in the morning for classes.
Get to college on time. Get to college on time.
But always never lose who you are and where you came from. I mean, you know you have family, friends who love you dearly here. So just keep on shining your light through him, and that's all you need.
Love that. What do you want to say to these two here?
Just about the same thing, and don't forget me. Don't forget to call me. I always call y'all, talk to y'all.
You're unforgettable.
That was so great.
Girls, unforgettable. I love that.
I'm gonna get rid of this.
You're good, baby. You're good. Listen, we love the relationship you all have. We love it because it's one that you'll always have, even when you're far apart. You know, having these relationships, they truly are so important. We're so proud of you, young lady, when you go down to being a Bobcat. Proud of the work that you've done, you continue to do, and you're keeping focused yourself. Queen Giles, you know, they say that you're a sorority girl. I mean, that's gonna really hamper a lot as far as if you plan on, you know, continuing in sports, but you're ready for what's next. You're giving it up.
Yeah, I'm hanging
You're
up
done.
the cleats. I'm
She's
done.
done. You're done.
I'm done.
She got the heels on.
Oh, she's
All right, no.
But either way, we're so proud of you. We're proud of you. Make the most of this this senior year for memories that'll last a lifetime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Nobles and Miss Giles.
Hi, I'm TJ with Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports. We'd just like to take this time to thank you for your business in 2023. And we look forward to serving you in the new year ahead. For products, parts, and service of Can-Am, Gravely, and Echo, come see us at Dublin Outdoors and Power Sports. We're located at 301 North Jefferson Street in downtown Dublin, or you can call us at 478-272-7769. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
If you're in the market for affordable transportation, come into Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales today. Getting to work, school, or around town every day requires dependable transportation. And that's what you'll find at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales. We offer bank rate and in-house financing, so credit is never a problem. Come in today and see TJ, Trey, Allen, or Britt at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, where good deals and good people meet. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, online at DublinAutoSalesGA.com. Come by and see us at 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin, or give us a call at 478-275-2010. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales.
This whole show has, foundationally been talking about the faith of the family and what that means to this young lady right here and everyone that is a part of her life. And we've got her youth leaders with us. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Good to see both of you. Miss Brandy.
Yes.
Talk to us about this young lady here and for what this means to you all and what you all truly work on as, you know, the young ladies who really help her with that foundation and to stay focused with her faith.
Well, we've been debating here. We've been teaching Audrey. Becky may be a little longer than me because I just came on with the high school about 2 years ago. So I've been working with her probably for the last 2 years. on Wednesday nights with our youth group. And I mean, Audrey is one of the best in our group right now. Obviously, she's one of our leaders because she's the senior, but she never hesitates when we ask her questions. You know, in class, she'll jump up and help answer questions. So we appreciate that because a lot of the girls are really, really quiet and a little shy in there in small group. So, I mean, you know, we try our best to make it fun and entertaining for them, but obviously trying to teach them about the Lord at the same time. So we love when they interact with us and talk to us about things that are bothering them or affecting them, and how maybe we can give them some of our old life experiences and things, and just try to point them to the Lord through all that. So we really enjoyed having her in youth group for sure.
And so what does this mean for you today to be a part of it?
I mean, we're excited to be here for sure, because even though I wasn't her youth leader, but the last 2 years, I have watched her play softball for the last 4 years since my husband does the announcing. I've been there watching her play for the last few years. So definitely proud of her as an athlete for sure, and know how hard she works.
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely appreciate being here and getting to be a part of her special day
For sure. Thank you. Becky Harris, share with us, young lady, about, for one, the relationship you have with her and at Baker Baptist, and what you all do to help them be a better version of themselves, and what this means for you to be able to witness this for Audrey.
Well, we've had some long talks. Some of those shut the door and get serious talks. But I love her, and you know, she is a leader in our youth group. Only because high school is a very critical time in any young person's life. So she has so much to share. I sometimes have to pull it out of her. She can be a little shy and bashful at times. But for the most part, she is very forthcoming and open and honest about her walk with the Lord. And it's even the hard parts about it, you know. And she's a very dedicated athlete. And so I know last year she had a lot of moments of, you know, I just want to be the best I can be, and I don't feel like I'm performing to that. And you know, we kind of had to just get real and serious. And so I'm definitely going to miss her. But, you know, she knows this isn't the end. So, like, I know we're going to see each other. We're going to be visiting. I'm going to go watch her and Elle play. I know that I'll be up there because they're a huge part of my life. Like, we text outside of church, and so she's my girl, they're my girls, and I love them, and so I'm happy. It's a bittersweet kind of feel, you know, it's a tug at the heart, because you're happy and excited that you're making your own commitment, and you I'm sure this was a prayed decision, not something you took lightly, so I'm happy in that sense, and sad at the same time, but you're gonna do great things.
Talk to us about these two here. You know, it's nice when a person, and in this case, a young person who's not afraid or ashamed to speak on their faith and what that means to them and on all that they do. Talk to us about these two and what they have meant to you.
These two are like my other set of moms. I can come to them about anything, and they just know the perfect advice I need for it. Like, we try. Yeah, they really have just helped me through a lot, and they've always been by my side, and at my games they'll come and support, always cheer me on.
You have such a support system, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, the reach of your support system, you know, so many people that are here for you, you know, seeing them out in the stands. What does that do for you?
It honestly feels so good to know you have a support system for you in the stands, and know it's not just you, like, wanting the same goal, but they also want it for you too.
And, you know, ladies, with what you do in the community and what you do with the church and the youth group, you know, there's so many other young people that are looking up to you. And in knowing that, you know, how do you all, because here it is, you're supporting now. How do you all keep all that you already have going on and still be able to offer the support that these young people need in what they're doing?
God, I mean, really, it really truly is all His work, and because we both have 2 children of our own, and
you know, one's a senior, my son's a senior this year, and it's a lot of go-go all the time, but I really want them to understand that they're just as important in my life as my children are to me, because they are my children, you know. I spend a lot of time with them, and so I want to make them know that they can always come to me and talk to me, because we always talk about this in class, you know. Your support system is your family, and if you need advice, we want you to go to the right people. We don't want you to seek advice outside of and get the wrong advice, or and so having us there, we want her to understand that she can always come and talk to us, call me, shut the door at church, and let's have a 30-minute conversation after church is dismissed. So
That's the
those things,
second sermon.
Yeah.
I think they hear it every week from us. Anytime the first question any of them ask in class, we're like, what do we always say? Pray about it. Let's pray about it first. Let's pray about it first, and then come talk to us, and let's see if we can help too. But definitely pray about it. We're like every week we joke about that. We're like, we know we sound like a broken record, but pray about it. Pray about it.
So this is that family. This is that extended family that you have, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
That extended family. Is there anything that you would like to say to these ladies right here?
I just want to thank y'all so much for being there for me and with me these past 4 years. I'm going to miss y'all. But like you said, it's not over.
Yeah, no.
I still come back for holidays and
We'll still see
you.
you.
We'll be
Y'all
at
come.
TMU.
Y'all
We'll come visit.
We'll come and visit. We'll
You'll
make
hear
some
my
road
mouth,
trips.
Coach is like, I
You'll
don't
hear
know
my
about all
mouth.
this
I got a
holiday.
big mouth. So, I do. I'm a soccer fan, so we've got this. I just love y'all and just want to thank y'all for all the support that y'all have for me. Well, we love you, and we're
Yes,
very
we
proud
love
of
you.
you. And
Go
just,
do great things at TMU.
That's right.
We'll be there cheering you on.
We
for
will.
Sure.
Keep God first, though,
Yes.
in everything you do. Your faith is powerful, and you're God's weapon out in the world. So you have to live your life and show people Jesus. Be the light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for being that light for her and others to see. Thank you for how you pour into your own children and others' children in all that you do. We're so appreciative of that. And this is the proof in the pudding right here.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Brandy Johnson and Miss Becky Harris. Thank you both.
Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, green and growing, invested in the communities we serve. For consumer loans, commercial loans, mortgage loans, contact us at 272-7775 or log on to cbs-lc.com. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, located on Hillcrest Parkway and downtown in the Henry Building. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
There's a chill in the air, but the deals are heating up at Dublin Nissan. I'm Don Carswell, and here at Dublin Nissan, we have your holiday stocking stuffers all over the place. So whether you need a Rogue for someone in the family or the family-size Nissan Armada, we have the discounts and special rates for you. And don't forget to check out our great selection of trucks, either on the lot or online at mydublinnissan.com. Happy New Year, and remember, Don sells cars well only at Dublin Nissan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here getting ready to close this show out. And Elle, you're bringing down the house with us tonight. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Now, Elle, why don't you remind the people out there about you and what you've got going on and what's next for you?
So I'm also committed to TMU for soccer. So me and Audrey will play together.
Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? Now, what influence did one of you have on the other, if any?
I remember we had a camp for the younger ones at the high school during the summer.
Right.
And I remember seeing Elle, I had posted a picture somewhere that she was at Truett. And I had went the following week, I think. And then so at the camp, I was like, Elle, how did you like Truett? I saw you went. She was like, I liked it really well. I was like, yeah, we should go together. She was like, yeah, that'd be so fun.
When was this?
Well, during this summer at a soccer camp here for little kids.
So that's how you planned the future?
Yeah, we should go together.
I saw your picture.
I saw your picture.
And for you girls, I mean, this is exciting. This is really exciting. So you signed first.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you were there for that. When you, being able to witness this for one another, what does it mean for you?
It's really special to see that since we're teammates and we're going to be future teammates also,
Yeah.
that we just have the support for each other that we need and the bond that we can share.
And, you know, we've been talking, you know, throughout about, you know, branching out and the connections of the friends you have and relationships. And now here it is, you two going off together.
Yes.
Man, this is too cool. Now, how long have you two been friends?
Maybe a year.
Yeah, maybe a year.
Look at this. Hey, I know we just met, but I saw your picture of Truett McConnell. Maybe we should go together.
That might have been our first conversation.
Yeah, it actually might have been.
Look at that. And it's now coming into fruition.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this journey that you two are about to go on and to embark on, are there any things that you're excited about?
I'm excited to share this experience with her.
Yeah, me too.
What are you nervous about?
I'm really nervous to I'm really good at branching out, but I'm also nervous about having to do it.
But we'll have
It's
each other.
true. It is true.
I'm nervous about it.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, you're going to have each other. You're going to have that familiarity. And then at the same time, you're going to be pushed outside of those comfort zones. So this is an exciting time for both of you, for sure. And, you know, for you deciding on this sport, did you play other sports? You play other sports as well?
Not really, not as much as she did. I've always known that I was going to play soccer.
Always.
Yeah.
And for you to love this sport so and making the decision to transition from high school to play, was it big? Was it easy? Other than you seeing a picture of her. But was this easy for you guys?
Well, I think I've always known that I wanted to play a sport in college, but it was really hard making the decision between softball and soccer. It was really hard. I really had to pray about it, and I just felt like soccer was the right fit for me.
Golly. And so you all, when are you expected to leave after you transition from graduating from high school? What's that looking like, your timeline?
We'll have a couple times to go up there during the summer and practice, but it starts as soon as school starts.
Oh my God, you two. Y'all
It's
real?
getting
Oh
real.
my, it's getting real. Started with a picture.
Yeah.
Started with a picture. And you know, when you think about this, girls, you've got a lot of young girls that play that are looking up to you guys. And when you know that, what do you want them to make sure they know about you ladies, not just athletes, but as the women that you are? Because you want them to be successful as well. But it's more to it than just being able to play a sport.
Right.
We'll start with you.
It's a lot of mental, really, and I mean, I could not have done it without God and trusting Him and His plan, just because my plan that I had for myself was interrupted a lot of times. So I think that just trusting in Him really was so helpful, and also my support system was amazing through it all, so it's really what helped
For
me.
sure. What about you, Audrey?
For them, I would just say, like, during the sport, it is a lot about mental toughness because you're going to need that to get you through the games, push you through. But not only in games, but in life too. Like, when something goes wrong, don't give up. Like, keep pushing forward.
Well, I mean, my first week playing college ball and having to practice a couple times a day and getting up at 5 to go run, I'm like, what in the world? I cried all week. I was like, I'm not going to make it. You know, and so it's like those little things that it's like, you're like, I've got to develop that mental toughness for real. For real. Yeah. And so you got several teammates that are going to be international. Do you speak different languages, you two?
I took Spanish, but I don't remember much from it.
No comprende?
We were in Spanish together.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, did you? And neither one of you speak Spanish?
No. Hola. That's all I know.
May you expand your horizon with these new, you know, the people that you meet and the different cultures, so that, you know, this is going to be a great experience for both of you. Is there any advice you'd like to give one another before we close out?
You can start.
Keep your faith, keep trusting in God, and keep your mental toughness. That's going to be very helpful.
Yeah. I would say we definitely can help each other branch out, and we'll have each other to lean on too. And me too.
You do know the conversation you're having as though you're having it without us around. But listen, no, we're so very proud of both of you. The legacy of your families, what this means for your families. Embrace all of that. Take it all in. Enjoy the ride. The good, the bad, the tough times. You've got to go through it, but the foundation that you both have is what's going to really keep you. All right. We're good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Keep pushing, baby. So proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been such a great day for Audrey Lord, for her family, for her friends, signing a scholarship for soccer to Truett McConnell to continue playing a sport that she's loved since the 7th grade. We're proud of her for all of the lessons that she's learned. We're proud of her for all of the things that she's able to teach the younger girls and for them to grow in watching her. We're thankful for her family, for all that they are to her and what they have been to this community and still are. We're thankful for the village of people that are surrounding her each and every day that push her to be the best that she can be. We're thankful for her church family, her youth leaders at Baker Baptist, for the ones who are definitely helping her with the foundation that she needs to be that woman of God and that student athlete that we know she always can be. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have here for Team Lawrence, where we continue to grow great students.